Have you ever wondered why your designs just stink? No, seriously, maybe it was when you were a kid and you tried to draw a portrait. Maybe it was that time you tried designing a poster. Or maybe it was when you tried to design a website. Now, chances are you can recognize great design. We are keen observers, but when it comes to creating great design, that's a whole other story. But why? Well, today, I'm going to demonstrate that why, but with a simple button design. That's right. Now, before you click off this video, understand this. Good design is universal, and it's predicated on a fundamental understanding of basic design principles. From graphic design, to identity design, all the way to the Mona Lisa, all of these fundamental principles apply in the same way. So I'm going to demonstrate all of these design principles in the context of a button. And if you can understand how they're applied to a button, then eventually you'll be able to design anything and make it look and work great. The first principle is white space. It's the empty space in a design. Now, too little white space makes it feel too cluttered, while too much white space would give the opposite effect. Understanding how much white space to apply in the given context is crucial to understand. The next principle is contrast. The opacity and color you choose for a foreground element will affect the given contrast. Now, too little contrast, especially in relation to important elements a user needs to see or use, can not only make a design look bad, but also result in a terrible user experience. Next up is color. Entire courses are made on color theory, and it's my belief that color is the single principle that if you screw up, it can have the biggest negative impact on your design. Understanding how to choose colors that work well with each other is massively important. Next is typography. If your design includes type, it's so important to understand the basics of typography. The wrong font, the wrong line height, letter spacing, weights, justifications. These can all throw off the flow of a design and kill the quality. So it's definitely worth understanding basic typography at a minimum. Scale is another important principle. How large should things be in your design? Too small and you create too much white space. Too large and you create a lack of white space. Understanding the size of things based on their context and their priority in a design is absolutely crucial to understand. Now, how about alignment? If something is out of alignment, even just a tiny bit, it can throw off the flow of a design. Understanding how to align your elements in the overall context of a more complex design is a required skill if you want to produce great-looking, effective design. And finally, visual hierarchy. For this principle, we'll need another element like an arrow. Visual hierarchy is a process of creating balance in your design. What is it that should grab a user's attention the most? Is it the icon or is it the type in this case? Visual hierarchy in a more complex design is absolutely crucial, and knowing how to establish it is critical to understand. Now, if you're interested in learning more about what it takes to create great design, especially in the context of UI, UX design, like creating great looking websites and apps, then I want you to head on over to DesignCourse.com. This is what I do. I teach you how to create awesome looking websites and apps that will help you land clients and jobs. And for this video, I'm going to give you a 20% off coupon called Whoa Button, and that will be applicable to the first 100 students who join. So make sure to join up and start learning UI, UX today. Now, as always, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.